Welcome to my Mystic Bohemian channel. I am AngelinaGianna, and this reading is for Sag. And there's a special note in here for some Sages who have Scorpio planets, but we'll get to that. I'm jumping ahead. Oh, there's a shock. Me not following the rules. The blessing cards for Sagittarius. I thought I pulled one. Evidently, they had something else in mind. And one seems to follow the other. The first is a blessing for a journey. This may be a metaphorical journey. It may be a literal journey. And the other, they're giving me a lot of information on that all at once. And the second card, the surprise card, was a blessing for a homecoming. So some of you may be leaving your home, going on a journey, and returning back. And some of you have been gone and are returning home. And some of you may be finding a new home. But know that you're blessed. Okay, at the top of the pyramid we have the Page of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And that's just sort of not enough data for me. So let's get a few more cards. The Page of Cups. Oh, we're doing the two-card thing again. Okay. It's going to be one of those days. All right. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. And the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So, at the top of this reading, we have the need to get a few more things in order, struggling against all the things that are going on in the world right now. And the Seven of Wands assures that you will be successful. You will get beyond this. You will be able to put down that burden of the Ten of Wands, which for some of you may be finding a new home, figuring out what your finances are, and finding a new way to make money, a new way to support yourself, your family. And that Fool says there will be some unexpected changes. Neither one sheds light on what that Page of Cups is doing there. One person is talking and saying the new opportunity will be coming from a family member, someone who cares about you. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It could just be your tribe. Unexpected opportunity that can turn your world around. Do we know who that person is? No, we don't. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the Six of Pentacles. So for some of you who are having to move, choosing to move, you've looked at your life, you've reassessed the situation, and you want to make a move, there is assistance. And it's a tangible. It's not just words. It's not just, go for it, we're really with you. This is actual either assistance in helping you negotiate the financial aspects of this move, such as your rent, your down payment, your whatever. The Page of Pentacles has come up as someone to help you do that, because I asked to clarify that six, which is frequently someone offering you help financially. And yeah, they were very helpful. They gave me the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So what someone is saying is that Page of Pentacles is not necessarily someone that you meet in person. It may be assistance via telephone or an exchange of emails. But for those of you who are choosing to move, there is help. Lots of help. Okay, you guys are really funny today. We have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So there's people to bounce ideas off of, exchange information with, and there is financial assistance to help you make this jump. Someone is telling me for at least 3 of you, it's a very unconventional jump. It's something that people around you didn't see coming, and that's okay. The King of Cups is here. And the Empress. Ooh. When it looks like the shit's about to hit the fan, don't worry. Well, that's an interesting combination. Okay, think that what we have at the top here is that the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands is for this side, which is there is financial assistance, there is help, there is a way to move beyond your current financial situation, and you will succeed at it. And that Knight of Page of Cups up there with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool, some of you will be blindsided about, I'm hearing domicile. Really? Is that a word you're going to use, guys? Yes, the Group W bench just offered me. You will be blindsided about your domicile. And that is the King of Cups. He's also showing up as the Emperor. And the Empress is there. And the Tower. Yeah. Well, that's a hell of a combination. Okay, they're telling me the King of Cups and the Emperor are 2 different people. The Emperor in this instance is someone to help you negotiate through this. One of you is a Sagittarius male with some heavy Scorpio planets, and this is important for you. It's going to look like the shit hit the fan. All right, it does hit the fan. The Tower's there. Something ends abruptly, something you didn't see coming. Of course, that the Fool is. I'm going to use the lips, okay, girls? Just let me do the talking. I know you're not all girls on the bench. It's okay. Sorry, I just have to sometimes get them in line. They're a little bit obstreperous. Okay, someone is telling me that the reason I can't get this all figured out is because there are too many players in this game. Okay, so they're trying to be more specific and less general. Page of Cups up top here is the calling card for the King of Cups. The Empress is promising a new beginning. Oh, guys, really? Do you have to overlay so many things? Okay, someone is negotiating with the Emperor, whether it's a banker, whether it's a landlord, whether it's a property manager, and suddenly the carpet is pulled out from under you. I can't get a name on it. Can I please get a name of that person? The King of Cups and the Empress and the 2 of Cups have to do with that Page of Cups up there. So there's a communication. This is for a male. The one with some heavy Scorpio planets. He gets a communication. I don't think it's a phone call. I think it's on the computer. I don't know if it's a message, a text, an email. But it's the sign you were waiting for to let you know that this person that you are enamored of is open to being courted. How about that? And you, in fact, reach out, connect. You're moving very quickly, as Sagittarians often do, and it's a tad overwhelming. You're offering Two of Cups. You're offering a relationship. I've been crazy about you for a long time, and you're going to turn her world upside down, and she's going to turn your world upside down, and it's completely unexpected. You thought she was not interested. She'd walked away. She'd gone someplace else. Someone's telling me for several of you there was misinformation that she was involved in a new relationship. Somebody else says there was a mean cow who deliberately led you to believe that she wasn't interested in you because of jealousy. We got a lot of crazy shit going on here. So we have love, the shit hitting the fan, people's worlds being turned upside down, and for a few of you who are taking care of business, that seems to be going along smoothly, and there's assistance over there to help you get to a new place. What happens when the shit hits the fan? Let's have another deck. Let's use some of these. Let me have a little more data on this tower. Thank you. Clearly negotiating with this landlord person, and they've thrown up a new, they've thrown something else in your path. You thought you were negotiating with him. You thought you were going to work it out. For a couple of you, it's trying to forestall eviction, and the letter is here, and you thought you were doing okay, and then the letter showed up, and that presents another mountain in your path, another obstacle. Perhaps I'm hearing Jay thought he could work this deal, and he's heard from someone higher up that they want more money up front. They like the deal that you've got with them, but they want a little more cash ahead. All right. Someone is nagging. Give them an example. Okay, if you've made an agreement with that emperor person, the person in charge of what's going on in your domicile, and you said, I can put 200 down and I'll catch up a little bit more each month. Well, the emperor brought that deal back to whomever he reports to, and they said, no, we want 400 down. It's that kind of a thing. What they're saying is, we're gambling on this person who has not paid us, and now we want, we've given them enough time. They should have done a little better. You may have to pull some more cash out of your ass. Go to your family and ask. One of you can go to your family. Eric? Eric. What? Don't just throw people's names in here. Give me something to go with, whatever you want to tell Eric. Oh, Eric. The King of Cups here, Eric. Yeah, I know you're crazy about her and you want to make her your empress, but someone is saying, don't frighten her by coming on too strong. You have that overprotective polar bear, I'm going to just wrap you up and take care of you energy. Try to temper your enthusiasm, is what she's saying. Okay. Good to know. Ow. Now, third line is, what is going on underneath? 1, 2, 3, 4. Those all go up there. This come over the hell is going on? This is here. And I seem to have lost 2 cards. I know I put them down. Alright, we'll get them when we get down there. Third line is what is going on behind the scenes, underneath, stuff you know you have to deal with that can be worrying you. And what we have are the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, and the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Okay. 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. She just can't make up her mind. She's overwhelmed with work and decisions, and this is a Sagittarius woman. I can hear her say, there's too many fucking options, I don't know which one to take. And far too many of them aren't good, and I don't know which path to take. Well, let's see if we can get you some information on that. This is a little bit confusing. She's going to court with the main man in her life. I don't know if she's going to court against him or they have to go to court together. Hey guys, a little explanation would be helpful. Okay, for some of you, it's the end of the relationship and you are going to court against him and you're trying to figure out what the fuck am I going to do now. You got the 7 of Cups there. A lot of crazy options, not knowing which way to go. Do I want to run off and join a hippie commune? Do I want to give up being a teacher and find a new way to make money because I don't want to become involved in the school systems right now? Judy or Judith, there's some perplexity. Really, is that a word? Perplexity on your part. Judy or Judith, they gave me the card of Barnabas and the Prince. It's about adventure, discovery, travel, meeting, destiny. I would guess it's that blessing on a journey. So for some of you Sagittarian women, okay, shut up. Either give it to me or don't give it to me, but don't give it to me and take it back, assholes. Okay, for at least one of you, this Queen of Cups is your sister, and she doesn't see you making very good choices, especially when you say, I'm out of here. She's worried about you. There's just so many people standing here with so much advice. It's exhausting. The next warning is it's the Midnight Prince. It's ask for what you want. Be honest. And that reiterates the 7 of Cups of multiple choices and decisions and having to narrow down what you want. You can't just say, oh, I want things to be better. You need to be specific about these things. Okay, two of you are in fact going to court and getting a divorce. You've had enough of this bullshit. I can hear those words clearly. But There are another two of you. I think you're a little older than your mate, whether it's your husband or your partner, however you want to look at that. You do have to go to court, and I don't think you're going to win that eviction. So I would make some new plans. Yeah. Unaware, unconscious, unavailable, being asleep, not looking at the reality of the situation, thinking everything's going to turn out fine. It's not. You may have forestalled things by, contesting it or going to court over it, but I do not see it ending in your favor. And somebody is telling me that in and of itself is a gift. You should have been gone by now. Should have taken the time, used it wisely, and been gone. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords has to do with you. The 9 of Swords is panicking, fretting, worrying, nightmares, pacing the floor. And just in case I was confused, there it is again. All right, you who know you're doing this, you need to focus and pay attention, because this shit is going to, in fact, hit the fan. It's time to be an adult and make mature, intelligent choices. Carol, for you, there is someone returning from your past, a woman, or someone that you've known since childhood. You can seek advice from her. She can be very helpful. She is short, dark hair. She's very practical and sensible. She can be of service to you during this major crisis in your life when you are, in fact, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to lose your home. But there's a new one available. There's always a new something down the road. Stop crying. You are not tied. Every human being on the planet right now is where they are because of the choices they made in their adult life. So stop blaming someone else and realize these were your choices. And now it's time for some new choices. Choose wisely. Stop saying your hands are tied. There's always another way to color outside the box. She's going to be helpful. I don't know if her name is Carol or your name is Carol. But she's helpful. Some of you just simply have to acknowledge that the world has changed. It's never going to be the same again. And there are so many people with their hand out saying, save me, The assistance we got from the government wasn't enough. The assistance we got for the government I squandered. There's a whole bunch of different excuses, but the reality is, I'm listening. Hang on. The reality is you should have opened your eyes and seen what was coming. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Barbara, you're wasting your energies on something that will have no immediate effect and certainly will not have any effect on your life. And you need to stop fucking around and pay attention to what's going on in your life, because you're going to be out on your ass. And you need to start taking care of you before you start jumping up and down and taking care of everybody else. Okay, Barb. I guess you've been told. Now, the Sagittarius male with the Scorpio planets, who's doing extremely well, who just got the, hey, how are you doing kind of, I've been thinking about you. For one of you, I'm actually hearing her say, you've been on my mind for the last couple weeks, and I thought I'd reach out and see how you were. Yeah. You're showing up with the Ace of Cups here and the Nine of Pentacles. And this is coming very quickly. And again, you want to move very quickly, but the Fool is here again. Remember, it's been in your head for a long time. You've conceived the concept, you've nurtured it, you've played with it, you've taken it out and looked at it many times. She hasn't. She is just now feeling the energy that you have been sending toward her. So don't overwhelm her. It's just like, holy shit, I didn't even see this coming. Who the fuck knew he was that interested in me? Don't overwhelm her. Because if you do, that tower will come down pretty fucking fast. And then you'd be crying. And she will pull away. So, if you want to offer her financial security and love, romance, and see where that goes, do not overwhelm her. Do not rush in too fast, too hard, too soon. For at least one of these women, that you Sagittarius men with the Scorpio planets are approaching, one of them is interested, but she is facing calamity in her own space, loss of work, which of course is going to lead to loss of home. So listen. I know Sagittarius have a tendency to talk, but it's time to listen and find out what she needs. Otherwise, she will just say, look, I got too much on my plate. This is great, but I got too much on my fucking plate. And you are trying to offer her the wish card. So do it gently. The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles. This is fucking crazy where these cards went. I was positive I had 4 piles on the bottom here, but I only see 3, so either they got back in the deck by themselves, or we don't know. Okay. You have the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil and the High Priestess. We have the Chariot and the Six of Cups. And I can, could you just hold, no, they don't want to hold that thought. Okay, this has different meanings for different people, but one of them is saying that your mother is saying that because this girl is different and unusual, she's bad, she's evil, it's the devil. And the person talking says, ignore her, she's a fucking zealot asshole. Oof. Okay. And over here we have the Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. The Chariot and the Six of Wands. We're going to get into that a lot more, because this one has got her knickers in a twist. Oh, okay. Naggy. The advice is that when you hear from this woman, flirt. Start with flirting, okay? That seems to be the best way to go, so that you don't frighten her, fight her. You want to make the effort to control yourself, and it's worth taking your time, okay? Are we done with that? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for your 2 cents. I hear somebody say, I know he's going to fucking blow it because he's not paying attention. Okay. Pay attention so she stops nagging the hell out of me. Oh, the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. What do we do first? All right. This is very complex, this reading. I just hope you know. You Sagittarius are really a lot of stuff going on here. All right. The Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon. Could you just tell me who this is for? Anybody? Okay. All right, for those of you dealing with people in authority, people with responsibility, in matters of money, know that you don't know everything. So if they present you with a contract or a deal, read the fine print. There is success, but read the fine print. You don't want to find out that the Queen of Swords has fucked you at the drive-thru, and that, oh, there's a balloon payment at the end of this, that I've already signed that contract. You get what you want, but now you got to pay that extra cash. So read the fine print. There is success. The deal goes through. You get what you want because it's over here again, moving forward with it. But the warning is the moon is there and you don't see everything. That's in that contract. You don't see everything that's being presented, is what she's saying to me. All right. The Queen of Swords is some of her other employees refer to her as a bitch. Not a term I particularly care for, but that's another reading. She is concerned that you are not making enough money and therefore wants to put that balloon payment on the end so that she can make the payment less, so that she can push it through and get you the money you want. So if you're willing to take that balloon payment, that's fine. Just be aware of it and question her thoroughly about it. I'm hearing that there may be a way to increase your payments down the road a little bit when you are able to, and mitigate the balloon at the end. Alrighty. Do we have an accountant on the bench today? What the hell's going on? The Chariot. Oh, this is for somebody else, so they say. I got the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, but I also have the Hanged Man. Someone is saying, you've been hanging around, biding your time. Oh, this is the King of Cups again. What are you up to? This guy is very romantic and very intense for Sagittarius. They're usually more easygoing. You know, I think it's Linda Goodman that says in her Sun Signs book that, you know, the Sagittarians, they're the one at the party wearing the lampshade. This Sag with the Scorpio planets, not so much. He's more intense. The Chariot's there. I know you've been hanging around and waiting a long time, but you're not dead. I know you thought it was gone, and now that it's back, do not overwhelm her. There's the Six of Wands. She will recognize you as her mate, and you will move forward, but you need to do so slowly. Can't seem to emphasize that enough. King of Swords is here, and he says, He says you should marry this girl. Oh, excuse me. You can talk to a friend of yours who's the King of Swords. He's aggressive and might be an Aries. He's saying, yeah, I think you should marry this fucking girl. But for another of you, he's your competition. And you don't even know he's your competition. And on that note, someone is saying, do not rush the situation. Simply acknowledge that there may be competition. I don't think he's announced his interest in the woman. And it's not for all of you ones that are the Sag with the Scorpio planets. It's just for a couple of you. Know that competition will rear its head. But you're okay. Oof. You're both offering her love, a new relationship, a passage out of the dark place she's finding herself going to. Really? You want to put it that way? I guess so. She's looking at the loss of job, or not all of them, just at least one of you. One of these women that you are attracted to, one of you is attracted to, is looking at, she's confronted with a loss of job, a loss of home, and possibly her car, and that is really preoccupying her. So you're going to have to strike a balance. Which is strange because I have not seen the Temperance card. You're going to need to strike a balance here. That is my advice. Because she's in a precarious situation. They're showing me her on a tightrope. And if you want to walk out and talk to her while she's on that tightrope, you two are going to have to be careful so that you don't bounce her off and she says, can't talk to you now, I gotta go. Alrighty then. The Queen of Wands and the Devil card and the King of Pentacles. Oh, I see. So this is the ones up here who said I've had a fucking enough. Yeah, this guy is this is the Devil, and this is finding out that he's cheating. Priestesses revealing what has been hidden. And here's the Divorce card. Try not to stab him with any of those swords. For one of you, this guy is 6 foot-ish. He shaves his head. He's got a tattoo on his left arm. No, right arm. I'm looking at him in reverse. On his right arm. Here. Bicep. Yeah. Don't end up like the woman that was on the news today who's got arrested because she walked in and not only was he cheating on her, he brought the broad home to his house, their house, and she banged him up and broke his guitar, and now she's been arrested for domestic battery. So don't do that. There are other ways. Trust me, ask a Scorpio friend. She'll tell you about revenge. She'll tell you all the legal ways to seek the most wonderful revenge. Yeah, this guy is cheating with a redhead. And okay. The Queen of Swords in this respect. Different Queen of Swords, not the one over here involved in banking. This is a Sagittarian woman. You are athletic. You're a fun person. Okay. What they're I'm trying to find the words to describe what they're showing me. I see you at, like neighborhood picnics. You're playing with the kids. You'll join in a touch football game. You'll be there with 3 or 4 meals for the potluck. You volunteer when somebody else can't pick up the kids. You're a nice human being, and you're athletic, and you're slender, and I think you're a runner. You're being given information in your dreams, or sometimes just when you're daydreaming, you see something in your head and you're like, where the fuck did that come? Why am I even going there? This card, can you see it? Yes. That sleeping person is being given information by entities without a body, whether they're the Fae or your ancestors or the gods. It really doesn't matter. They are telling you what you need to know, because once you have that information, okay, you can make a decision about your husband. Okay, this is somebody different than that, but also dealing with stuff that you don't know. If you are concerned that you cannot go forward and build a foundation without him, you can. He has gone completely, for this particular woman, your mate has gone completely, he's atrophied. He's given up. He's one of those, gone crybaby, as I would put it. He can't figure out how to get to the bottom of this. He can't figure out how to get to a new job. He can't figure out how to make dinner. Loser, as Laurel just stepped in. She's been very busy doing something else, but every now and then she just leans in. She just sort of leans in like she's leaning around a door, and she's like, loser! Okay. Listen to the voices in your head is what she's telling me. And you are more talented than you understand that you are. You're showing up as the magician here. You have all the tools necessary to move forward. You got the 4 of Pentacles. You need to build a new foundation for a new future. The 2 of Wands is you're going to have to make a choice. And it's not that you so much hate this guy. It's not that, for at least one of you, that he hasn't cheated on you. It's that he's just a loser, as Laurel says. He's decided to fold. It's got too hard, and he's being a big crybaby. He's decided to fold. There's a new, 2 new, yikes. You are the magician. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and this data was specifically for that one person, but it's also for several others of you who I didn't personally describe. Need to be clear on that. They are really laying the layers over today. There's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new job, a new opportunity, a new life, a new beginning, a new start, and you have earned it. And if you want to leave loser behind, remember the 80s when they used to go loser? Yeah, that's what Laurel keeps doing. If you want to leave loser behind, yeah, it's okay. Don't feel bad about it, she says. Alrighty then. And for the others of you that have the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles, what are we going back to this deck? Okay. King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, okay, there. Okay, this is Sagittarius male. Good at business. Doesn't have to be a big business. One of you is involved in or hoping to create a microbrewery or something like that. Six of Swords says that you can go forward in this. You do need to modify the plan slightly, but the Wheel of Fortune is there. There is a down-to-earth woman. She's practical. She's earthy. She understands how the world works and how things in the world works. And she can help you make some decisions about money. She can actually keep you afloat while you're pulling this off. She can help you negotiate for money. And you got the Ace of Swords there and the Two of Wands. There's a lot of decisions that you have to make about this. There's the one... No. Stop. Hold, please. Okay. For the persons who are contemplating this brewery, winery, something to do with alcohol, there are a lot of steps that you have to take to get from sitting around and you've come up with the concept and you've always wanted to do it and this is the time to change your life and do it. You're correct in that, but there's a lot of steps to get there. This Queen of Pentacles can help you bring this Wheel of Fortune around. There are choices about location. There are choices about business partners, who can invest, how you want them to invest. I hear her saying, well, do you want to sell shares? And she has a little bit of money possibly to invest herself. She's a little bit cautious about it. She's going to want a hand in if she does that. But she is offering you the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. So she knows a guy who's got money and can make things happen. And if you are interested in any of those directions, find her, okay? Because she's going to help you work it out. Whoa, is this a crazy-ass reading? This is a lot of people, a lot of information. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted from listening to all of it. I hope this was helpful. There were a lot of specific stories for particular people in here. Below in the description, you will find a link to my webpage that if you are looking for personal reading, you can go there and check. There are links to my website where you can actually shop for all kinds of esoteric artsy things. I am a costume designer, and you can buy a lot of that stuff on there. You can also buy jewelry on there, vintage and my jewelry that I make. And there are links at the very bottom and a blurb about my 2 books, which are available on Amazon. You can buy them in Kindle form, or you can buy them in paperback. And please comment if you liked it, thumbs up. If you want to know when I post again, subscribe. I always forget to say all this shit, and I really do need to get more subscribers because I really do want to get to the point where I can do live readings. And oh, here's a crazy fucking idea. Make some money off my talents because things have changed. All right. Stay safe.